Hey guys, today we're preparing for snow. Can you believe it? Snow in South Mississippi. It's just a strange little line coming through from Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. It's not very much, but in South Mississippi, everything shuts down. I'm sorry. Kids don't go to school, people don't open, lots of businesses. But here at Deep South we continue as always. Danny and I have a few little issues if it snows or if it freezes and puts ice on our steps. And I'm going to show you those in a few minutes. But I'm going to show you what I've been doing this morning so that we don't have to go out for about 24 hours, because if it snows, it's not going to last long. And usually with our temperatures, it'll probably melt and run off. It might freeze, but we'll see. First off, this cabinet, as you can see, pretty well stocked. Got a good bit of stuff going on. But I'm going down to the cellar and bringing extras. I've got another trip to make, so we're headed to the cellar. One of our issues here is the ramp. If it freezes or snows, this is very slippery, so we can't go out this way without slipping down. So Danny's going to have some sand or something in case we need it, and probably a shovel if needed. The other is our other walkways. Alright, these are only 3 steps, but 3 years ago when it really snowed and froze over, these were iced over really bad, and the only way for us to get off was to sit right here, put our feet on the ground, and walk really easily around the side of the house to get down. And there was ice out here. This concrete is a very slippery surface. You don't want to be on it when it's icy. But to combat that, we don't have to go outside. We have enough wood here, and we have enough wood in the house to last for at least 2 days, 3 possibly. We don't burn a lot of wood at one time, so it's not a big deal. But this is another issue we do have getting in and out of our house. And the reason we would have to get in and out of our house is to get wood. Our woodshed is that close to the house now. When I first moved out here, we did not have this woodshed. And Danny decided we needed it close enough to the front steps that we could get in and out and get wood. So, and y'all can see the woodshed's got 4 layers here of wood. So we're pretty much prepared for whatever happens in South Mississippi. But I'm going to show you the back porch that we did have to come across to get wood. This is one of the steps coming down the back walk, the deck. You don't want to come down these in icy weather. These are the other steps if they ice over, and plus you got to come off the deck. You don't want to come out the back door on the deck, come down these steps, walk down this sidewalk, because my chicken pen used to be the wood shed. We had plenty of wood when I first came here, but you had this long trek, which was good as long as it's just staying out of the wet and nasty. But when it snows or ices, this is not a good setup. So we moved the woodshed. We have a very well-stocked cellar. Everything you need to eat down here, great. But if it ices and snows, I have to come down those steps, which will not get ice and snow on them because of the doors. But you don't want to be in this cellar if it snows and ices, because those doors are heavy, and with snow and ice on top, you could not get out of them. It would be tough. So we have to come down here and go shopping. This is my grocery store, guys. If I want to shop, here's where I come. Ask Heidi Laurie. We come down here, we shop, and we go back to the house. Real easy. So I've made a couple of trips down. I've got my other pantry pretty much full. We're adding a few more things. 2 days tops. We're ready to go. We're good. Bring on the snow. One thing I do have to do is cover all these winter greens. They're not up tall enough that it will affect them if I throw this covering over, but it'll keep them from freezing, so that we have our tender greens, our kale, and our spinach. I would like for it to grow and get taller so that I can eat on it, Right now I could eat microgreens, but I'm wanting bigger, taller greens. So we're going to protect it for the next few days and then take the covers back off. So as you can see, we've got our food from the cellar. We've got our wood stacked. We have plenty of wood in the house, plenty on the porch. We don't have to go out for a couple of days. It wouldn't do for me and Danny to live up north. We'd have to have flat surfaces probably. But with all the concrete, the steps, things like that, that's great for us to keep us out of the sand, and when it rains in the rainy season to keep us out of the mud. But when it snows or ices, it's not really good for us. But we've learned how to deal with it because it's only for a couple of days. This usually happens every 3 to 4 years. I think we can live with that. So I hope you enjoyed what we do to get ready in case it snows. If it snows, we'll bring you a few clips of me throwing a snowball. See you guys later.